Cricket to Conquer Cancer is Canada's first street cricket fundraiser.
Princess Margaret, they took that advantage and they targeted the audience because this is one of the biggest game played and watched across the globe.
100%. We did this because we know that there is a love for our sport. We live, we eat, we breathe cricket, and why not play cricket while giving back to a noble cause? Why not try to eliminate cancer from everyone's life, giving hope and inspiring generations to come through a noble cause?
How we can conquer cancer by this cricket meal. So what is the initiative by Princess Margaret?
The cancer is the #1 disease killing Canadians. So how do we inspire the community to get involved to support our mission to conquer cancer? So putting on events like we have a bike ride and we have a walk and we have a hockey and now we have a cricket event.
How many Canadians are suffering with cancer?
Oh, well, with 2 in 5 Canadians being diagnosed, there's literally 100,000 every couple of days being diagnosed with cancer.
How many members in a team and any number of teams, there can be a limit?
My goal is trying to have about 80 to 100 teams, 6 to 8 players per team, and the fundraising minimum will be $6,000 per team.
Cancer has hit so many people, whether it's directly or indirectly. And when you look at cricket, cricket is a sport loved by so many. It's growing mainstream in Canada. So the fact that you can play cricket and use it as a platform to fight cancer, I think is amazing.
Margaret, Cricket to Conquer Cancer. So you can be a part of this. You can donate to this global cause, the main cause, to conquer cancer. You can participate in this via donating to crickettoconquer.ca. So this is an initiative by Princess Margaret to remove cancer from our lives. So first ever street cricket fundraiser by Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. You can be a part of this. You can introduce your team to this great cause, and you can go to the website Cricket to Conquer.
That's the story that needs to be spread to people. And I know for my family, when I said, yep, Cricket to Conquer Cancer is coming, the first thing was, can't wait, how do we help conquer? So I think that connection to each community fundraises differently. So I think there's a great opportunity for the South Asian community to learn how do you actually connect cricket as a platform to fundraise for cancer. And I think it's an education opportunity. I think it's an opportunity to make a difference. But cancer touches so many people directly and indirectly. So I think that story, that connection, that hope, and facts that you gave earlier, that's what needs to be told, and that's why people will show up to make a difference.
And for me, that list keeps growing, unfortunately. So for me, it's, partially I'm going to be planning and fundraising for my dad because he would have just loved this, would have been one of the first people to sign up, not knowing anything about cricket, just wanting to be part of something big, and would tease me with all the facts, and he loved history, so he would know everything about cricket before the matches, but also for other members of my family who are starting to go through the same journey.
Well, as you just mentioned, it's quite powerful, and I think in any sport, as in cricket as well, there are either, I would say, players or their winners. So I'm playing for all those winners here who I think who have not only survived cancer, but also the winners who are supporting the research. Because I think research is very important, and I'll borrow your word hope as well here, because I have hope and I have belief that we will conquer cancer 100%.
Fact is the research budget for all of the University Health Network is over $500 million, a third of which is dedicated to cancer research. And the money we're going to be raising for Cricket to Conquer Cancer is going to be helping accelerate cancer research. My name, I did get to meet some of you at the launch back in May. My name is Steve Barker. I'm the chief events guy here at the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. I've been here for 18 years, and I've been involved in many of the events from the very beginning, like the Ride to Conquer Cancer, Road Hockey to Conquer Cancer. And when we started those events, we had this excitement, and nervousness, right? Because How is this event going to do? Are we going to recruit enough sponsors? Are we going to recruit enough participants? And so there's this nervous excitement, and I'm feeling the exact same way about Cricket to Conquer Cancer. We are so excited and nervous at the same time because we want to see this event be successful.
Today is different. Today it's all about you guys. You are being comfortable. And the reason for that is, without media support, however good an idea we might have, it's useless unless we get the news out to the public. And as Steve was saying, and Ashley was referring to the fact that we need the collaboration, we need the help to get the word out. Because it's a new pioneering effort, and the world needs to know about it, particularly in South Asian and Caribbean communities. And I'm really grateful for all of you that signed up and for this. I'll have to go through my notes, but I want to just acknowledge everyone's in the room. There will be other media partners I will quickly add here, because apart from the folks who are present today, we will be obviously doing press releases, so to speak, to everyone else who would love to carry the news. They are really sort of, I would say, starting January all the way to May, we need all the help we can get. Right? But that said, I would really like to thank Wine Media Group. Thank you very much for your support.
I'm excited to do this because I get to play reporter today. I was talking to Veer that I get to do his job today. He said, "Oh, it's probably simple. You just have to ask the question and sit back." So I'm really excited about that. We're going to do a panel today. We're going to talk about a number of themes. We're going to talk about cricket, of course. We're going to talk about corporations. We're going to talk about cause. And of course, the cause that we're going to talk about is how do we eliminate cancer in our lifetime. So we've got a great panel that's going to join me right now. If the panel can come up, I can introduce you all one by one. We have Sarah Muzzer, who is the Chief Technology Officer of Security Canada. Who just joined me here.
I've played cricket, most of my life. I still play cricket, and I watch cricket as well. And I do a lot of cricket. Thank you. Let's go down the road.
You know, for me, my story with cricket's a little different. I didn't get introduced to it till much later in life. Previous world, I was kind of more on the side there, where I see all the cameras at Chum Television, where every year we'd have a big cricket tournament across all the different offices. But for me, where I've seen it, where it's had that impact is I see it actually through my kids who are now growing up with cricket at school, growing up with cricket at the parks around our neighborhood, and seeing them and the diversity around their friend groups. And cricket is that thing that is bringing all those friends together. And then just in our short time that we've been exploring this event, the power of it, we're looking at pictures that some of you are in behind me, the impact and the reach that cricket has and its ability to connect across has been just inspiring.
Mainstream in North America, where it's growing, it's becoming a part of representing everyone. So that's what cricket's been, and it's very exciting to see where it's headed.
Good night, everyone. For me, cricket is about fun. It's when you finish all your chores and you get to play with your cousins, your brothers, your sisters. So it's about fun, and fortunately, no, it's about life. Cricket is everything.
Thanks. So, Sarah, you mentioned something that I want to touch upon. You mentioned how cricket is going more mainstream. And I'd love to know from your perspective, and probably hear from you as well, from a corporate Canada perspective, I think we're at a point now where corporations are seeing the shift. They're seeing people playing in the streets. They're seeing the headlines, the Canadian national team making it to the World Cup. They're seeing the momentum that we have in cricket. So what role, or what, from the corporate perspective, what does corporate Canada think about cricket, and why is it interesting to them at this moment?
I would say from my standpoint, one of the most interesting things is they're starting to look at cricket as a mainstream sport. They're starting to look at it as, where does it fit within their investment portfolios? So there's always been a way to give back from a corporate perspective. Cricket has not been on that list. So the fact that it's not something that people ask, what is cricket again? there is an understanding, there is an appreciation, and you're starting to see the commitment. And I think causes like this will just amplify it to say this is part of a way corporate Canada can give back to initiatives, because cricket is a powerful platform, and I don't think that was the way cricket was looked at even, I would say, 12 months ago.
Very fun event, fun for the whole family, and really something that everybody should participate in. One of the things, though, that I also take away from this is accessibility to cricket as well. And Aaron, I want to ask you a question, because one of the reasons why we went with the street cricket format
Fundraiser by Princess Margaret, Cricket to Conquer Cancer. So Ashley, if you can tell us about this great initiative by Princess Margaret.
Of course. So Cricket to Conquer Cancer is Canada's first street cricket fundraiser. We're aiming to raise $1 million in year one. It'll be a street cricket format hosted in Mississauga at Celebration Square. And we're hoping to have around 80 to 100 teams for this initiative, 6 to 8 players per team, and a fundraising minimum of $6,000. I know it sounds a lot. It sounds like a lot, but if you have 6 to 8 players on each team, it really boils down to only $750 raised per person, and it's completely doable. I will be here to support all the way through. I'll provide you with the fundraising resources, and just come out and have a great time and support a cause-worthy cause.
Ashley, it's very important to conquer cancer, and we want to remove cancer from our lives because many people, they are affected. So those who are watching you, how can they be a part of this? How can they donate? And what is the platform? Like,
Yes.
How can they do that?
You can register a team. That's the easiest way. You can register a team at cricket2conquer.ca. Captain a team. Get your friends to join that team. If you aren't able to play on match day, what you can also do is reach out, offer your volunteer experience, see if you want to volunteer. If not, make a simple donation to our fundraising page, which you can find at cricket2conquercancer.ca.
So how many members in a team, and any number of teams, there can be a limit?
My goal is trying to have about 80 to 100 teams, 6 to 8 players per team, and the fundraising minimum will be $6,000 per team.
And when this matches will be played, which month?
So it'll be played May 31st, 2025 at Celebration Square, and it will be a street cricket format. So you're only really playing 4 games, which is 30 minutes of play each round.
How this idea came of a street cricket? Because this is an amazing idea.
It is a great idea. I think with Canada's diverse portfolio of different races and cultures, we need to continue to be inclusive here at the foundation. So we had to create a program that really spoke to a new community. And what do all South Asians and Afro-Caribbeans speak? We speak cricket.
Yes.
And this was an easy format for us to implement. It's modeled off of our road hockey model, which has been proven successful. And this is just something that we continue to push forward and hope for the best in May.
And a few years ago, the cricket was not much popular in this part of the world.
Yes.
But all of a sudden, now the craze grew. And Princess Margaret, they took that advantage and they targeted the audience, because this is one of the biggest game played and watched across the globe.
100%. We did this because we know that there is a love for our sport. We live, we eat, we breathe cricket. And why not play cricket while giving back to a noble cause? Why not try to eliminate cancer from everyone's life, giving hope and inspiring generations to come through a noble cause?
So how many people suffering from cancer in Canada? Approximately some figures.
They will say between 2 and 5 Canadians will hear you have been diagnosed with cancer. So 2 and 5 Canadians, that works out to about 40%. That's 40% of your colleagues, that's 40% of your friends, and those are 40% of your network that will go through this awful disease.
We wish all the best for this great cause.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Hi, we're really hoping that you can join us May 31st, 2025 for Canada's first ever street cricket fundraiser, Cricket to Conquer Cancer. We're going to be hosting this in Mississauga. We're asking teams to come hit a 6, raise $6,000 to come participate and be a part of the largest cricket fundraiser in Canadian history. We have a number of teams already registered. We're hoping to get to 80 teams. We're hoping to raise close to $1 million. and really hope you can be a part of it. So please contact us. You can learn more at crickettoconquercancer.ca.
Steve, such a great cause. How we can conquer cancer by this cricket means? So what is the initiative by Princess Margaret?
So what I like to tell people, and you might have heard earlier in our press conference tonight, is we don't typically have a lot of people coming in to support cancer research, despite the fact that cancer is the #1 disease killing Canadians. So how do we inspire the community to get involved to support our mission to conquer cancer? So putting on events like we have a bike ride and we have a walk and we have a hockey, and now we have a cricket event, right, to inspire the cricket community to get involved when maybe someone in their life or their world, their family has been diagnosed with cancer. And this is something tangible that they can do, raise funds to help fuel the fire of our cancer researchers to make outcomes in the future better for people who are diagnosed with cancer.
So how many Canadians are suffering with cancer?
Oh, well, with 2 in 5 Canadians being diagnosed, there's literally 100,000 every couple of days being diagnosed with cancer. But the outcomes of the people who are diagnosed with cancer are getting better and better. So for testicular cancer and prostate cancer for men, the survival rates are in the mid-90s now. Breast cancer for women, 87% chance of survival. It was much different even 30 years ago, where you didn't have a very good outcome if you were diagnosed with those types of cancers. But there's pancreatic cancer, which is still less than 10% survival rates, or brain cancer. Very tough and very difficult disease to treat. So that's why events like Cricket to Conquer Cancer are going to enable our researchers to do even more and do better work, so that outcomes will get better and better for people who are diagnosed with those types of cancers in the future.
So how this idea came to include Cricket to Conquer Cancer?
Well, we have an event called Road Hockey to Conquer Cancer, and Bobby Sawney, one of our great supporters, he called us up and he said, "Hey guys, what do you guys think about doing a street cricket fundraiser for Princess Margaret?" We said, "Oh my gosh, what a great idea." He said, cricket is one of the fastest growing sports in the world, and it's the fastest growing sport in Canada. Why don't we do a big cricket tournament and raise money for cancer? We said, absolutely. So we kind of did a little bit of research, mapped out a plan, and we were proud to announce I think this is the very first cricket fundraiser on a mass scale in the world. And so we're excited to be a part of that. And we're hoping that people, your viewers, will join us in playing in the inaugural Cricket to Conquer Cancer next May.
So those who are watching you, how can they be part of this? How can they donate in this such a great cause?
Well, we would love people to consider signing up a team. So go to crickettoconquercancer.ca. You can learn all about the event there. Teams have, I think, 8 to 10 players or 8 to 12 players. You have to raise a little bit of money, but it's going to have, like, as I said, 75 to 100 teams all coming together using cricket as this vehicle to raise money and then have this sense of community, like doing good for our mission to conquer cancer. And so go to the website, learn more, call us if you have any questions, and we'd love to see you next May.
When Princess Margaret was doing their research to include cricket to conquer cancer, so what came from the result in terms of cricket?
Well, first of all, cricket is a social sport. It's an activity that engages teams, families, friends, and it engages a massive community. And so the cancer community is similar, where you have to rally together to get through a cancer journey. And so we're hoping that the cricket community will rally together and support our mission to conquer cancer. And so I think it's the synergies of these communities will really help us move our mission forward.
Thank you, Stu. Thank you for all the great work.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, the cause is simple. The cause is conquering a solution for cancer. Cancer has hit so many people, whether it's directly or indirectly. And when you look at cricket, cricket is a sport loved by so many. It's growing mainstream in Canada. So the fact that you can play cricket and use it as a platform to fight cancer, I think is amazing.
Hello everyone, Aaron Johnson here. And we're here at the media launch of Cricket to Conquer Cancer. I think that when we talk about sports and giving our best and having fun, this is a great initiative for us to join our forces in. And I think that we should come out with our family and enjoy this cause, right? And